I guess we're upping our game. We had a 3-pack yesterday, so we're going to give a little bonus today from the US and around the world. Governor Cuomo blasts synagogue's blatant disregard for the law and pledges to hold rabbi accountable for hosting 7,000 guest wedding in secret to defy NYC's lockdown rules as COVID cases surge. I guess it wasn't much of a secret. Maybe they posted footage on their YouTube channel and went up in subs by a lot. I bet those videos are getting a ton of views. We'll just scan the main points on this and kind of move on. We've got a lot of different things to talk about. A Brooklyn synagogue is to be investigated after hosting a secret wedding with thousands of unmasked guests earlier this month. Governor Douchebag said, investigated? How much do you have to investigate if you have video? On November 8th, 7,000 people crammed into Yetev Lev temple in Williamsburg. Not sure if I pronounced that right. Guests were celebrating the wedding of Yoel Teitelbaum, grandson of Satmar Grand Rabbi Aaron Teitelman. Probably butchering these names big time, so apologies. Video of the wedding shows maskless crowds defying social distancing. It was a blatant disregard of the law, Cuomo said during a briefing in New York City on Sunday. It's illegal. It was also disrespectful of the people of New York. You like how he's trying to get the crowd riled up, the pitchfork and torch crowd? It's so disrespectful of all of you. All of you should go do something about it. And we'll see about the legality of it. As we saw in Michigan with their piece of trash governor there, we saw what happened with the state Supreme Court, so we'll see about the legality of it there, Cuomo. The event was planned in spite of Governor Cuomo's restrictions on indoor religious gatherings that only allow 50% capacity. Organizers secretly planned the wedding to avoid city officials catching wind. It came after Cuomo received a tip about a similar wedding in October that 10,000 people were expected to attend. NYC cases continue to rise as de Blasio warns of lockdowns. LA bans all in-person dining for 3 weeks amid a spike after West Coast Governor D-Bag imposed statewide 10 p.m. curfew, while grocery stores start rationing toilet paper. Here we go again, baby. The order will take effect Wednesday at 10 p.m. Wednesday. I wonder what's happening on Thursday. Why would they pick Wednesday? It seems totally random. Officials had warned restrictions could come if LA's 5-day average of new cases was above 4,000 or hospitalizations were more than 1,750 per day. Sunday's average was 4,097 cases. They went over by 97 cases, and that motherfucker was quick to crack that whip. Authorities had said cases threatened to swamp healthcare systems in California. Officials reported 14,000 cases statewide Sunday. Governor Newsom drew fire last week for apparently flouting the very social distancing rules that he has urged Californians to follow. Apparently, huh? Photos don't lie. If you recall, I talked about this several days ago and in the weeks prior. Britons could get the Pfizer vaccine before Americans as the regulator prepares to decide in less than a week, and the NHS is told to prepare to administer the jab by December 1st. I was talking about it in terms of races and different groups here in the US that are going to be fighting over this. Britain's going to get it before us. Apparently, hey, I'm not going to hate on them. If they have a quicker system of delivery, then good for them. If they have something that has less red tape that gets it to the people quicker, then good for them. And maybe, just maybe, they'll be quicker to relax the BS that they're trying to do over there, and it'll get us there faster as well here. So we won't have these idiot governors doing what they're doing. Now that 3-week time frame there in Los Angeles, that seems to line up with what I talked about yesterday in terms of when the vaccine would be ready to start being distributed. That was mid-December. So we'll see if they actually extend that restaurant order. Given Newsom's past, my guess is that will continue to be extended through Christmas and New Year. I can't foresee a situation, calling it now, I can't foresee a situation where, given the way he's behaved, the way the administration's behaved in California and other states, that even though the vaccine is said to be ready for distribution, just in its infancy stages, right? By mid-December, late December, I can't see a situation where they don't try to shit on Christmas and New Year's. Oh, those large gatherings are going to be so dangerous. We're going to get the people. It's so disrespectful to the people of the United States. And fucking get them. British drug regulators will meet shortly to make decision on Pfizer vaccine. Whitehall sources said, in best case scenario, they could rule in less than a week. NHS has been told to make ready to deliver the vaccine from the beginning of December. Meanwhile, in the US, the FDA won't convene meeting on Pfizer jab until December 10th. From some seemingly good news to somebody who wishes they had some good news. Sick prisoner on dialysis who feared he would get COVID wrote 17 letters to judge pleading for mercy, but was ignored until he finally died from the disease months later. Died months later. Waylon Young Bird was serving an 11-year sentence for distributing meth. Yeah. Suffering from various ailments including kidney disease, he feared he was at risk. He pleaded with federal judge for early release and to serve sentence at home. He wrote 17 letters to the judge, but he did not fit the criteria to be released. I admire his persistence. I will give him that. A week after testing positive for COVID, Young Bird died in jail. The bird is not the word. Now, this one actually has me intrigued. I want to explore this one a little bit more, but you see the key thing here. 11-year sentence for distributing meth, and he's got the history of comorbidities there. Kidney disease, they're talking about dialysis, obviously. There's Young Bird. Let's see what the comments say. What's the real moral of the story here? Don't sell meth. Prisoners are people and their lives matter as much as the lives of the people they destroyed. That's what I like to hear. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. How many people did he kill selling poison? How many folk tongues have discriminated against him? How many drunk drivers have killed innocent humans? How many people did you discriminate? Huh? And somebody says you suck. I don't know if he's replying to this guy or this one here. Oh, look, he's a Biden guy. No wonder he broke out the discrimination and all that good stuff. I'm out of here. Shouldn't have been selling crank to poison people. There you have it. All right, let's get on to this last one. This is something that people like Cuomo, Whitmer, Newsom, they're probably going to be massaging their nether regions to this story once they get a load of this. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it, so they won't get wind of it since, they're sub to my channel and all. Shanghai airport is plunged into chaos after a worker tested positive for the 19, prompting hazmat-clad staff to herd thousands of people into basement for testing before they make bid for freedom. Hazmat suit-clad airport staff were filmed pushing against a massive crowd, were forced into basement area inside Shanghai's international airport, but amid fears of 14-day mandatory quarantine, the group tried to escape. It looks like we have a little bit of a video here. You can hear me talk about it, but video is always better, so let's check this out. They're sitting there trying to hold the line. They didn't hold the line for more than a couple seconds. Two cases of it, and they are just losing their minds. Other clips showed a surge of people trying to escape via a ramp as heavily outnumbered workers attempted to hold them back. More than 17,700 people had been swabbed by Monday morning in the drive to test airport cargo staff, the official Xinhua news agency reported, and results had come back negative on over 11,500 so far. The other 6,000 that came back positive, they threw those results in the trash. I'm kidding. China would never fudge their numbers, right? Shanghai has reported 6 local infections linked to the airport this month, with most of the cases in the past few days. On Monday, authorities said 2 cargo handlers at the airport who tested positive earlier this month had entered and cleaned a container arriving from North America without wearing masks. So, are they going to try to tell me that those people got it from entering a container arriving from North America. That's really what they're going to try to tell people. And you know they're going to tell their people that. On Friday, a positive case in Shanghai was found after mass testing following infections of a security inspector at Pudong International Airport and his wife. Frontline cargo workers will be given tests in the future, and those in high-risk jobs will also be given vaccines for the 19. Mainland China reported 17 new 19 cases on Saturday, up from 16 the previous day, with 3 cases of local transmission and 9 cases originating overseas. The NHC said Sunday. The commission said in its daily bulletin that 2 of the local transmissions took place in Inner Mongolia and 1 in Shanghai. Inner Mongolia's health authority said on Saturday it had confirmed 2 new coronavirus cases in Williamsburg city on the Chinese border with Russia. A cluster of domestic cases has also been reported in the northern port city of Tianjin, where state media said 2.6 million people are being tested. They give their fudged numbers there. We don't even want to read those because we know they're BS. Now let's take a look at a couple of comments and then we're going to wrap it up. What in the world? 2020. The year the world suffered a mental breakdown. Somebody says NWO. I was always on the red and black in terms of that. Wolfpack. Gross underestimation. This country could learn lessons from this. And it's the only way forward. This country is the United Kingdom. What is he talking about? Is he saying that he thinks that their country should behave like China? Now, we've got a ton of people here in the U.S. as well, probably half, and a ton of governors that would love to see if they could get away with it, locking people in their houses like China did. Remember that back in the early days of that, where we heard about that, where they were bolting people into their apartments, closing the doors on them so they couldn't get out? You know, if some people here thought that they could do that and get away with it, just to hide out from the flu, that they'd do this. Oh, brother. I'm sure that it's the same in the UK and all these other countries. There's always these people that are so pussified by this. And I don't totally blame them. I blame the fact that the media just keeps beating on you, just pounding on you day after day after day, because all you hear is the negative. Oh, it's X number of cases. And people aren't getting the accurate information in terms of how many people actually perish from this. And granted, a lot of people do. It's a shitty situation for sure. To have this level of fear when we have the statistics we have about the survival rates from this based on age groups, it's totally irrational for people to want to adopt the Chinese method for this. I don't know what else to say. I got to end it on that note, everybody. Be well. Thanks for watching the video. Take care. Thanksgiving's coming up. 3 days away from the time I'm posting this, so I am definitely looking forward to that. Going to go out tomorrow and do the shopping, get the bird, and all the other good stuff. So take it easy, everybody. Be well.